Hello and welcome to the Practical English Podcast. I'm your host, Mike.
And I'm Angela. It's great to be here with all of you today.
In today's episode, we're tackling a grammar topic that confuses so many English learners. It's the big one, the difference between the past simple and the present perfect.
Oh, definitely. I think every learner struggles with this at some point. But don't worry, we're not going to give you a boring grammar lesson with complicated rules.
Exactly. Our goal is to help you feel the difference. We'll focus on the meaning and use lots of real-life examples so you can understand when and why we choose one tense over the other.
By the end of this episode, you'll have a much clearer idea of how to use these tenses correctly and sound more natural. So, are you ready, Mike?
I'm ready. Let's start with the easy one, the past simple.
Okay, the past simple. The most important thing to remember about the past simple is that it talks about finished actions in a finished time. The action started in the past and it ended in the past.
Finished and finished. That's the key. Think of it like a story. You are telling someone about something that happened. For example, I ate breakfast this morning.
Right. The action of eating is finished. The time, this morning, is also finished, especially if it's now afternoon or evening.
We often use specific time words with the past simple. These are your best friends for identifying when to use it. Words like yesterday.
Last week, last month, last year.
Or specific dates like in 2010. Even phrases like when I was a child. All of these point to a finished, specific time in the past.
Exactly. So let's give some more examples. What did you do last weekend, Mike?
Last weekend, I went to the cinema with my friends. We saw the new action movie.
Perfect. Last weekend is a finished time. The action went is finished. What about this? Shakespeare wrote many famous plays. Why is that past simple?
Because Shakespeare he's not alive anymore. His life is a finished period of time, so anything he did in his life is in the past simple. He wrote Romeo and Juliet.
That's a great point. It doesn't need a word like yesterday. If the context is clearly a finished time, like a person's life who is no longer with us, we use past simple.
Let's do a quick check for our listeners. I'll say a sentence, and you at home can think if it's a good use of past simple. Angela, what about I visited Japan in 2018?
Yes, definitely. The year 2018 is finished. The trip is finished. It's a memory, a story from the past.
How about she lived in London for 5 years when she was a student?
Also a perfect use. The time when she was a student is a finished period in her life. Now she is not a student and she doesn't live in London.
So to summarize the past simple, think of it as a photograph of a past event. It's a single finished moment or period. The key question is, when did it happen? If you can answer with a specific finished time, you need the past simple.
That's a great way to think about it, a photograph. I like that.
All right, are we ready to move on to the more complicated one, the present perfect?
Let's do it. So if the past simple is about a finished past, the present perfect is all about a connection between the past and the present. The name says it all, present perfect. It has present in the name.
That connection to now is everything. The present perfect is not used with finished time words. You can't say, I have seen that movie yesterday. That's the number one mistake.
Yes, a huge mistake, because yesterday is finished, but present perfect needs a connection to now. They just don't work together.
So let's break down the main uses. The first big one is for life experiences. We're talking about the time from when you were born until right now. That period of time, your life, is not finished.
Right. So if I ask you, Mike, have you ever been to Italy? I'm not asking when you went. I'm asking if, in your entire life, this experience is something you have.
Exactly. The answer could be, yes, I have been to Italy. I'm not saying when. The important thing is the experience itself.
But if I then ask, oh, really? When did you go?
Now you're asking for a specific finish time, so my answer must be in the past simple. I went there in 2019.
That's a fantastic example of how they work together. The conversation starts general with the life experience using present perfect, have you ever? Then it becomes specific, a story about the past using past simple, when did you?
The key words for this life experience meaning are ever in questions and never for negative sentences. I have never seen a ghost.
Me neither. Another example, she has visited 5 countries. We don't know when, we just know the total number of countries in her life up to now.
Okay, so that's life experiences. The second big use for present perfect is for recent past actions that have a result in the present.
This one is so useful. Imagine you're looking for your wallet. You're stressed. I can say, I've lost my wallet. The action, losing it, happened in the recent past. The result now is that you don't have your wallet.
Yes, the focus is on the present problem. Another one, oh no, I've broken my phone. The result now is my phone doesn't work. The time it happened isn't important. The result is.
The key words we often use here are just, already, and yet. For example, are you hungry? You could reply, no thanks, I've just eaten.
The just tells us it was very recent. The result is I'm not hungry now. Or don't forget to email John. It's okay, I've already emailed him. The result is the task is done.
And yet is for questions and negatives. Have you finished your homework yet? Or no, I haven't finished it yet. It means up to this moment, the action hasn't happened.
Okay, so we have life experiences and we have recent past actions with present results. There's one more main use, and it connects to something we said about the past simple.
Unfinished time periods.
Exactly. We said past simple is for finished time, like yesterday or last week. But what about today or this week, this month?
Those periods are not finished. We are still in them. So for actions that happen in these unfinished periods, we use the present perfect. For example, I've drunk 3 cups of coffee today.
Right. Today is not over. Maybe I will drink another cup. Compare that to I drank 3 cups of coffee yesterday. Yesterday is finished, so it's past simple.
That's a really clear comparison. How about this one? We've had 3 meetings this week. This week is not finished. Maybe we will have another meeting tomorrow.
But if I say we had 3 meetings last week, that's past simple because last week is over.
It seems so simple when you put them side by side like that. It's all about whether the time period is finished or not.
It really is. Let's do a direct comparison section because this is where the learning really happens. I'll say a sentence in past simple, Angela, and you say a similar sentence in present perfect and explain the different feeling.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, first one, past simple. I lived in Paris for 2 years.
Okay, present perfect. I have lived in Paris for 2 years. The difference is huge. I lived in Paris means my time in Paris is finished. I don't live there anymore. It's a past story. But I have lived in Paris for 2 years means I started living there 2 years ago and I still live there now. The action continues into the present. That's a massive difference in meaning.
That's probably the most important comparison. The words for and since are very common with the present perfect for actions that started in the past and continue to the present. I've worked here since 2020.
Okay, next one. Your turn, Mike. Past simple. I lost my keys yesterday.
And present perfect, I've lost my keys. With I lost my keys yesterday, I'm just telling you a story about yesterday. Maybe I found them later. We don't know. The focus is on the past event.
Right, the story.
But if I say, I've lost my keys, the meaning is I can't find them now. I need help. The focus is on the present problem.
That's the present result we talked about. Perfect. Let's do one more. Past simple. Did you eat lunch?
And present perfect, have you eaten lunch?
This one is subtle but important. If I ask, did you eat lunch? I'm just asking about a past action. Maybe I'm just curious about your day.
But if I ask, have you eaten lunch? I probably have a present reason for asking. For example, I want to invite you to a restaurant. Your answer affects what we do now.
It's all about that connection to the present. The past simple is disconnected. The present perfect is connected.
So let's give our learners a practical tip. When you want to say something about the past, ask yourself this one simple question. Am I thinking about a specific finished time?
That's a great question.
If the answer is yes, and you can say when it happened, yesterday, last year, in 2005, use the past simple.
And if the answer is no, and you are thinking more about the experience or the present result or an unfinished time period, then you probably need the present perfect.
So let's recap everything we've talked about. And now for a new segment we'd like to call Tense Troubleshooters. This is where you get to test your knowledge.
Okay, the past simple is for finished actions in a finished time. Think of it like a story or a photograph. The key word is when. I went to Spain last year.
And the present perfect is about the connection between the past and now. We use it for three main things. 1, life experiences. I've been to Spain before.
2, recent actions with the present result. I've bought a ticket to Spain. The result is, I have the ticket now.
And 3, actions in an unfinished time period. I've looked at pictures of Spain all morning. The morning isn't over yet.
And the number one rule, never use the present perfect with a finished time word like yesterday or last week.
Absolutely. That is the golden rule. We really hope this focus on meaning rather than complex rules has helped you understand the difference a little better.
Practice is key. Try to notice when you see or hear these tenses. Ask yourself, why did the writer or speaker choose that tense? Is it a finished story or is there a connection to now?
That's great advice. Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode of the Practical English Podcast.
We hope you found it useful. Join us next time when we'll be talking about common phrasal verbs for everyday conversation.
Until then, keep practicing and happy learning.
Goodbye, everyone.